ready for some Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. What's up, everybody? Where am I? Where am I? There I am. What's up, everybody? I am Johnny Rizzo, and you're watching or you're listening to Motorcycle Mayhem Radio. So we got some guests. Well, not guests. We got our members of the show. We got Mr. Bob Johnson out there. What's up, Bob Johnson?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
I don't know why there's a delay on you. We have to figure out what's going on with that. And we got Lucky from CycleFish.com, where you get all your bike week news and needs, right? Am I right?
That's it. Anything motorcycle, bike events, biker-friendly places, information, all kinds of shit going on here at CycleFish.com. So it's good to see y'all, and howdy, everybody. And we're looking forward to a great show.
Well, yeah, absolutely. We got Brian Horn out there. What's up, Brian?
How are y'all doing tonight?
Oh, you sound good, Brian. Wow.
Hi, Brian.
Very good. So
I talked to LJ. He should be coming on soon.
Okay, great. So how was everybody's Thanksgiving? I got a great Thanksgiving story. So how was your guys' Thanksgiving? How about we start with you, Bob?
Good.
That's it?
It was good. Yeah, we had a good time. Got to go visit family, and
Right.
it was just a couple hours, visiting. It was fun. It's always good to be with your family and loved ones on a holiday like Thanksgiving. It reminds you why you're thankful and what family's all about, and what stop for a minute and enjoy life.
Exactly. So what kind of food did you have over there?
Oh, we had the traditional
Tell me about the
stuff:
food.
turkey, dressing, and mashed potatoes, corn. We had it all. Chicken and dumplings. My sister's a great cook. She did a great job.
Oh, yeah?
It was fun. We had all the good normal stuff.
I always look at like Indiana being a great Thanksgiving state. You know what I mean? Where you guys will have all the fixings and all the turkey. It's like Pennsylvania is a great Thanksgiving state. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm glad you had a good Thanksgiving. You got to see family and do your thing, man, which is awesome. So how about you, Lucky? How was your Thanksgiving?
We had a great Thanksgiving. Also got together with most of the family. I was blessed enough to have all 5 of my grandchildren there at the
nice.
same time, which is great. 2 of my sons didn't make it from Arizona. One just got back from an extended business trip. So the 2 boys decided to celebrate their own Thanksgiving out there in Arizona. But it was just really good to see my daughter, my other son, and like I say, all 5 grandkids. Made me feel a little old, though.
That's what happens.
My granddaughter just told me she got accepted into Cal Poly up in Humboldt County, and she's starting in September. And it's like, no, I can't have a granddaughter in college. It's like,
my God.
no.
Wow.
So that kind of all of a sudden I went from a big smile to like started thinking about my mortality.
Yeah. Why am I depressed all of a sudden? It must be, I'm feeling depressed.
I did almost kill myself with food, though. I mean, I was so literally. I don't think I ate until Saturday afternoon again. I do that. We start with the appetizers. I come from an Italian family, and
Nice.
so my daughter always makes a big antipasto salad.
Pasta.
For me especially, and then she had all kinds of other stuff there. So by the time dinner came around, I was already full. But there's no way when you give me turkey and stuffing and gravy. There's no way. It's like put all those vegetables. Get out of my way. Just give me the turkey, the stuffing, the gravy, and I'm happy. Yeah, and I just kept eating it. I literally my stomach, the muscles on my stomach hurt because they were stretched so far. But
Let's bring LJ on. What's up, LJ? How was your Thanksgiving?
What is going on, man? Doing good, man. Doing good.
Yeah, you had a good Thanksgiving. So you had Brian with you at Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
That's
Brian
pretty
was
cool.
over,
Oh, yeah.
and we chowed down. Pappy made an awesome dinner, man.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
That's
the
cool.
turkey.
great.
Upstate
Yeah, we had a
New
really
York
good turkey.
also is a great Thanksgiving place. Upstate, like Long Island, it's not like.
Listen, we always say, listen, I'm from Long Island, man. We always had an awesome Thanksgiving dinner growing up. Yeah,
I put Thanksgiving with the mountains. Maybe have a little snow. You got the leaves falling outside.
Wow.
That's Thanksgiving to me, man. That Long Island where I was basically in a T-shirt on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
listen, I'll take that T-shirt over to the cold up here any day, man.
Amen to that. Amen to that.
What's up, Brian Horn?
Hey, how we doing?
So you were at LJ's house for Thanksgiving. And that's awesome.
Yeah, and we did have snow at LJ's.
See what I'm
Oh,
saying?
wow.
That's
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, man.
I was surprised he made it up the hill, man. Like I said, I live far in the woods, man. Far in the woods. Yeah,
Well, I
it is,
think me and Dawn are gonna take a trip up there in January. I'm thinking we're gonna come up for a weekend. I think it'll be pretty cool.
well,
You know what I mean?
February
So-
1st is a really good weekend to come up. Plus, full. I was gonna say full throttle. Blackthorn is doing a winter getaway too in January.
right.
And we're also doing kind of our winter barbecue is gonna be like a winter getaway also.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too because we're gonna do that as well. I'm looking forward to doing that, and
The only
That's
question
always a
though, I
good
have
time.
for you, Johnny, is are you bringing your own fork for the hamburgers?
I'm gonna bring my extended fork for the hamburgers.
Super
So,
fork.
my super fork. So I'm sending a link out to Sideshow right now. I thought I did that already, but I guess I didn't. Oh,
So
Bob,
what's-
by the way,
What's this stuff on the bottom now? We got it says
You like that, huh?
Mayhem Radio. I see Red Barn Riders RC.
I like that.
Cyclefish. What is it?
Optic
Armor.
Optic Armor. Never heard of that company. Where are they new?
Yeah, I know.
yeah,
What
it's a new
the
show.
hell?
What is it, Bob? I'm busting your chops.
Bob, Bob, know what I need you to do, Bob?
Yeah, buddy.
Because I'm using my phone
What?
as a camera because I'm back at the house again. I'm not. There's no echo, right, guys? No echo.
No echo this
No,
week.
you
huh?
sound great.
Nope.
I think I figured that out. I think I had something. I had the volume on my phone up and the mixing board on at the same time. So I think that was kind of screwing things up. But Bob, I'm gonna need you to send the link. Just copy the link off what I sent you. Send it to the Moto guy because I'm using my phone
Okay.
and my iPad. I have no access to it now. So, all right. So send him the link and we'll get him on. All right. So Bob, tell us about who's coming on a little bit while you're busy. I'm sorry.
So Joe Morris owns J Moto Gallery. He's an artist and he does artwork, but he also paints motorcycles. He does really rare one-off custom paint on your bike. So he's just really cool. I met him out in Arizona. So
yeah.
let me throw it to. Let me throw it out to somebody else real quick while I figure this out.
I'm going to show the pictures of his bikes real quick. Check
Okay.
this out. Yeah, pretty cool stuff. Man, look at these bikes.
Wow,
Look
that
at
is
the
awesome.
detail on these bikes, man. They're
That is
beautiful.
awesome.
The paint jobs are amazing. Right? Look at these things.
I wish I could see it closer.
You know, I'd be scared to ride that. I have this habit.
I wouldn't want to take it out of my garage.
I got this habit of every now and then forgetting to put the kickstand down when I get
Oh,
off
my
the bike.
Did you see
dumb
that
shit
last
like
picture?
that.
The last picture.
Yeah, well, that's
Well, the one that said lifer on it and all that. It's like I like this.
I like that
What was-
graffiti looking bike. That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I
that
like.
one I like. Yeah,
I like a
that's
rat
Beautiful,
style
man.
bike.
Look at that. Did you see that one of the bikes? They had that kickstand that takes the bike off the ground. Did you see that?
Do I?
Not
Oh,
the
the
regular
center,
kickstand, the one that you could stand the bike straight up.
the center stand. Yeah.
Yeah, he had little shoes on that. Did you notice that?
Oh, did he? Cool.
Yeah.
Look, I'll play the video again so you can see that. Hold on. I'll tell
The
you when a
best
little.
part about it is lucky I don't have to worry about that with my bike.
Right,
Why is
right.
that?
Just watch
I got
these
the two
pictures.
wheels in the front and the wheel in the back.
Oh, okay.
Watch these pictures, and watch one of these bikes that has little orange sneakers on it. That's awesome. I love that. Watch, it's coming up
Yeah.
right there. You see that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's fantastic.
What is that about?
I don't know, but that's
the,
really cool
it's
though.
a center kickstand.
So
Yeah, that's pretty
that's
cool.
really good.
It keeps your
Look at
bike leveled so it doesn't lean to the left anymore.
There you
I
go.
used to have like a talon. I had on my last bike. I had a kickstand had a talon on the bottom, like a
That's pretty cool.
Eagles talon.
Yeah, I
on
like
the- on the
that.
bottom
I've
of the
seen them. I've seen them.
kickstand. Yeah.
Did I-
so-
did I tell
But I
you-
never see little shoes.
Did I tell you the guys the story about my Fat Boy when I traded it in without my kickstand? I don't think I
No.
told you this.
Traded it in without the kickstand?
No, what happened was I had an '07 Fat Boy, and I loved this bike. This was my baby, man. I had Reinhardt pipes on it. The thing was loud as shit. It was an awesome, awesome bike. And what happened was when I found my road glide, I was trading my bike in. So the last ride I'm taking on my Fat Boy was I always looked at this bike as being new to me, okay? Because it only had about maybe 35,000 miles on it.
Right.
So I get on the bike to take it to Harley Davidson National County because I'm trading it in, and the kickstand falls off of my driveway. It's laying on the floor. So I don't know what to do with it now. I'm like, I can't believe the kickstand is laying on the floor. So I had to lean the bike up against my car, right? I found a nail on the floor. I put the kickstand back on. I put a nail and I bend the nail, and that's how I put it in. I hope Paul Davis not listening,
Johnny.
but that was good. So
I had a friend of mine that was riding and he got to where we were going and he went to get off the bike and he stopped it and boom, the bike just went over, man. And his kickstand had fallen off somewhere on the road. He didn't even notice.
Yeah, but the thing is about it is I also have a friend of mine that we were on a beautiful cruise and I don't know, his muffler fell off in the middle of the cruise.
oh my God,
That's just crazy talk, man.
that just happens, man. That just happens. So
Hey, yeah, you gotta check those nuts and bolts. Check those nuts and bolts every now and then. When you're cleaning the bike's a good time to do it because I've actually lost, the shifter linkage on the touring bikes on the Harleys.
okay,
I've had that where it goes through the case there. I've had that inside come off and the whole shifter just fall out the side. I had to ride home from the mountains all the way down in third gear one time. It's like so. I'd slow down from the turns, and then I'd be like the cars be coming like right up on my ass because I couldn't get going again after I went down to like 20 for the turns. It's like I'm in third gear and I'm trying to get going.
oh my God.
Well, it's actually a great story, though. What he's talking about is we were going up, and I don't know if you're going up towards Tannersville and in this area. It's a steep, very steep hill, and when you get to the top, there's a beautiful waterfall. But as you're going up, it's all this mountain rocks and all that.
Right.
And I'm going up, and we're doing the Forget Work, Let's Ride Day. And let me tell you, we're getting up there, and you know when you're like on like that kind of canyon road,
Right.
and the Harley sound is just bouncing off the walls. And
that's a great sound, man.
It sounds so good. So I'm riding up, and I'm like, man, my bike sounds mean, man. It sounds tough. Right. And I'm like, wow, this sounds good. All of a sudden, someone pulls up alongside me and goes, yo, your muffler fell off. I was like, oh, no. So luckily, they went back and got it. They had to use, it was so hot, they had to use, what was it? Whatever it was. Clamps.
Wow, that's funny, man. But let me do this. I'm going to bring on a guest with us, Sideshow from the 99% Radio Network. I got to tell you, this guy is a great friend of mine now. We've become really close friends. I'm proud to call him a friend. He does a great job on the 99% Radio Network, guys. So let's introduce Sideshow. What's up, Sideshow?
Hey, welcome, guys. How you guys doing?
How you doing, man?
How's it going?
All right, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great, man. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Well, that's good,
hey, buddy.
And it was like 60, freezing cold, man. Texas, it was a nice 65. Good eating weather.
Good eating weather. Hey, you know what? Every weather's good eating weather. You know what I'm saying?
That's good riding weather, man.
Hell yeah.
You like that, huh?
Yeah,
right.
Nothing August, man. Texas
Nothing better than 60-degree weather, 70-degree weather with the sun shining on you to give you that little bit of warmth. Oh man, nothing better than that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you're right, man. 65 for me is like perfect, man. Although we went riding this last Sunday and it was 31 degrees out and that was cold. I got to tell you.
Yeah.
It was a little chilly, man. And plus we went to Broad Channel in Long Island, which is right on the water. So with the wind, it was even colder. So we get to this event and I decide, I need to get some money. Is there a cash machine here? The guy's like, about 8 blocks down. So I decided to jump on my bike without my jacket. I figured that'd be 1, 2, 3. Mistake. It was so cold. It was cold. So let me say about Sideshow here. Sideshow is part of the 99% Radio Network. These guys are great. They talk about a lot of safety stuff. They talk about veterans. They do so much for the community. They have something called Walk the Bridge, which they want to get Motorcycle Mayhem Radio involved with. Plus, they're going to be helping us out with Rock and Roll for a Cure. We're doing some runs themselves. So tell us about the show, John.
Oh man, once thanks again for having me on, and you guys are great. You guys do more safety stuff than we do. We we had the Thin Blue Line Foundation on tonight, and we had some people from the UK on. We uplift our first responders and our veterans, and because that's what the motorcycle community is all about. Most of these guys that ride are all veterans, first responders, and what we found out is the motorcycle community in a whole are the ones that are making these tremendous donations to all these grassroots organizations.
Absolutely.
Millions. I would venture to say throughout the year, if you look at every motorcycle club, you're looking at $1 billion just in funds, if not more, man. And you can't quantify that with any corporation anywhere because these guys in the corporations are writing checks. They don't give a shit about the foundations. Our motorcycle community, they are on the streets. They are beating the pavement. and they are doing the things that nobody else wants to do. And
Right.
God bless the motorcycle community throughout the globe.
And they always answer the call.
They
No
do.
matter what it is. I mean,
Yep.
if it's cancer, if it's for kids, it's for anything. The bikers are always the first ones to answer the call, to go in their pocket, to make donations, to have charities, to have runs, to do all kinds of stuff
Yep.
for the community. The bike community's there. And that's one thing I love about your show, because your show, you mainly talk about those things. You know what I mean? Which is a great thing to talk about. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we just want to highlight the guys that are doing such, because the motorcycle community, they're not going to highlight themselves.
No.
They're not going to pat themselves on the back. So
No.
we need somebody to show, and they're not going to praise themselves. So if we could give them back a little bit and give them a little voice and say, hey, this is the good that the motorcycle community is doing in your neighborhood, help support them. Give them that voice, man. And that's what that's what you guys do. You give the motorcycle community the voice. And between us and you and Lucky, who with Cyclefish, man, it is just a great triangle of support throughout the whole community.
Right. Lucky is definitely on top of those things, right, Lucky?
Yeah, and let me say one more thing about that with these charity events. If you're out there listening, whether you're a biker or not, if you're a local business, sponsor these events, help them out a little bit, because the money they bring in from the people that participate in these poker runs, toy runs, or whatever, all typically go 100% to the charity. Yep. So all the other expenses these people have to buy the easy ups, to get the tables, all these expenses are coming out of their pocket. They don't take any of the donations. So if you're a local business, and you're going to get advertising out of it too, because they're going to put your name on their advertising, you could even probably go set up a booth down there, but sponsor these people and help them out with some of those costs that they incur and they're putting out of their pocket, because they're already putting in a ton of time. And like I say, you're going to get the advertising. And Biker Shop, I mean, we buy things, not only motorcycle stuff, although we buy a lot of motorcycle stuff,
right.
but we still buy socks, we still buy insurance, we still use the local banks. So if you're one of these local businesses, throw in a few bucks and help these charity events out. They really need it, because a lot of these people are having a hard time these days putting the money out to put the event on and still give 100% of the the donations and the proceeds to the
Absolutely.
charity. So help them out.
You make a great point on that too, Lucky, is because I remember, and LJ can back me up on this one, is when we did our Nathan's Ride in June. We got 52 sponsors, and those 52 sponsors went on the back of the shirt.
Right.
They helped pay for the
Sure.
food, the shirts, everything else, and it's just all the riders came out and sponsored up the kid. We didn't make any profit from that at all.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right, and if you didn't have those sponsors, that money for those shirts and, like I say, the tables, the food that you're serving there, if you're serving food or even just giving out coffee, that all comes out of your pocket. And the people that are putting these on are already doing a lot. They're putting a lot of time in. I don't think people realize how much time goes into getting these events set up. So again, help them out. Help them out. It's great advertisement.
And the other thing that's really nice, it was LJ did it last year. Is we did this. Kind of like it was a Christmas thing. It was for the Toys for Kids, but it was for local thing. He did a beautiful write-up on the paper, and it was just some other club, not mentioning their names, had a hissy fit about thinking it was all LJ, but it wasn't. It was a beautiful article, and it just helped boost the morale of everything else that's going around.
I like to write, but I always try to make it a little personal too. Like add something about myself to the story when you're writing something. So, I mean, it's just something I've always done. It's kind of my style. So you write the story. And the thing I did was I mentioned how one of my favorite quotes was always, you ever hear the starfish story about the little boy walking down the beach and there's a million starfish laying on the beach and the tide's gone out. And the story basically goes, the little boy is looking at the starfish and he says to his grandfather, we've got to do something here because all these starfish are going to die. And the grandfather says, well, there are thousands and thousands of starfish. There's nothing, you can't make a difference. And the little boy walks over, he picks up one starfish, puts it in the water, and he says, well, I made a difference for that one.
Yeah.
I mentioned that quote because that story, I mean, basically it's kind of letting you know that, listen, maybe you can't save everybody. You can't save all the starfish. That's what it's about.
Yep.
But you know what? You do what you can.
Yep.
And I think, that's kind of my philosophy. I try to always put into every story I write, kind of let everybody know that if we all just do a little bit, You know, we can make a huge difference, and that's kind of why I got into the Red Barn Riders. Is
Absolutely.
You know, we do. I mean, we do what we can for our backyard, and that's kind of should be the philosophy of the world. Just
That's
everybody
true.
kind of do your own thing.
That's true. And you know what? I gotta say, I've seen this. You know, seeing Dawn do Rockin' the World for a Cure, you don't realize how much is involved doing a charity run. It's maybe a 5-6 hour thing, but you don't understand. I mean, I learned a lot where she had to go get grants, she had to go get sponsors, she had to write letters, she had to do so much. Just forget that. Now you got to get the bands involved. You got to rent the stage. You got to get the insurance. You got to. I can't believe how much is involved with doing a charity event. And then you got to, you got to get the police involved. You got to get the venue involved. You got to get insurance for the venue. You got to get a map of how you're going to do the ride. And then once it's all done, you got to get the raffles, which is alone right there is a hard thing to get. To get people to donate raffles.
Yeah.
And then once you get all that done,
Yep.
and you do the show, and now the show's over, and now she got to do all the thank you letters. And then she's got to give out the awards that she had. And I can't believe how much is involved. I have to say that the month of September, she's gone. You can't talk to her.
Yep.
She's just focused on that, and that's it.
And don't forget, man, the people that are doing these, and like Dawn, you got blue collar workers that are putting these events together that are working their 40, 50, 60-hour work weeks, traveling, and they got a family life, and they're still finding the time to do this stuff and put all this time and effort into it, man, for no money. It's all because they have great hearts. Their souls are in it, and their passions are in
Right.
it. And, this is what needs to be highlighted. These men and women are out there in these clubs that are doing this. I mean, they're not corporate people that this is their job. This is their passion.
Right.
They
Right,
want to
exactly.
help.
Right. So now, Sideshow,
Well,
real quick,
Actually-
Sideshow. I know that you do your walk the bridge, right?
Right.
And you do it in Texas. Now you got New York, we got California, Indiana, upstate New York. I would love to get Motorcycle Man Radio involved. And you got even the UK doing it as
Yeah.
well. So
We-
what's Walk the Bridge? What is Walk the Bridge?
Well, Walk the Bridge started out back in 2018 when I was with the Third Watch Law Enforcement Motorcycle Club. We were all sitting around. There was a suicide, and we said we had to do something about mental health. And walking a bridge, when you walk over a bridge over troubled waters, or if you just walk amongst your peers or your like-minded individuals who are battling the same thing, you get to talk. And
Right.
nobody wants to sit on a fucking couch and talk with a therapist.
Right.
It's hard enough, but you want to talk with somebody you trust, your brothers, your sisters. And that little walk, whatever it is, if it's a couple of blocks, if it's a mile, half mile, whatever it is, you open up a little bit, and you start healing, and you start reading each other. You start saying, "Hey, you okay? What are you battling this week?" Or vent about your wife or your kids or your spouse or whatever it is. It's that moment in time where you can just be with others that are feeling your same pain, and it makes you not feel alone.
Right.
So we started with 11 people, and it, believe it or not, man, it just went global. Everybody started doing it. Everybody started jumping on, and now we have probably about 10 or 15 different states, a lot of one-offs, all the way into the Czechoslovakia, Italy, the UK, England. They just started one down in Destin, Florida. We had Chicago.
Wow.
I mean, it's all over the place. And anybody can do it, man. It doesn't cost any money. It's just getting people together to do it once a month, and just be with other people. The only thing we ask is you don't sell anything. You don't sell anything. You don't profit off it. It's all about the mental health and just helping other people.
Right.
So,
Nice.
if anybody wants to start one, God, just go to walkthebridge.org. We'll help you start it. We'll come out there. We went out to Florida. We helped the club out there start with their first initial walk, and they're continuing to do it now.
Right. That's awesome.
And do you do them all on the same time? Or are they just scattered about? Like some people do it the first Saturday, and some people do it the third Sunday. How's it set up?
Well, we started out doing it on the 22nd of every month, but we found out that sometimes the 22nd lands on a Thursday, and when we do it at 6:00 at night, people are just getting off work and stuff.
Sure.
So we couldn't do it. So now we do it the third Sunday of every month at 3:00. Except the only people that don't do that is Montana. Montana still does it on the 22nd of every month, which is fine. You pick your day. Doesn't matter when you do it. Whatever works better for your community, you do it. You know, it doesn't have to be a set day. It's just all about getting out there and doing the walk once a month, being consistent. You give that person that has nothing to look forward to throughout the day, throughout the month, they look forward to that walk once a month. And at least you're getting them out of the house. You're speaking with them. You're talking to them. They don't feel like they're lost. So it's really up to you. It's up to the individual that wants to start it.
That's awesome, man. I think that we should all do it. You know, we can do Walk the Bridge. They're helping out with Rock and Roll for a Cure. I think, you know, a big collaboration here is awesome. You know what I mean?
I think it's something that can be done up here. I just don't see people doing that this time of year.
No,
in this
no,
area.
No,
Not in this area.
Not where you are. Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to go outside right now.
Bob
listen,
freezes his ass off up there too.
We were talking about events before, and I tell you, one of the things that not to pat the Red Barn Riders RC too much on the back, like I said. I mean, but we do everything, like I said, that I call it the A-team philosophy. Like, you have different people for different jobs. You know, like BA didn't fly the planes. Murdoch flew the planes, you know. I'm good at promotion. We've got people that are good at selling merchandise. We've got people that are great at planning routes. Like Bill, our president, is phenomenal. He knows this area. You've got guys who are just a bunch of guys that are really good at road blocking, you know. You know, and then you got guys who are good. I mean, it's nice now because we've got some new members, and they're really good at going out and getting prizes and selling tickets and raffles.
That's the hardest part, man.
You know, it is. It is. I'm good at that too, but it's like nice to see. Because when we did the shirts last year, you know, usually I go out and I sell, a majority of it. But man, this year, like, we had guys, and I didn't sell any. I literally didn't sell any spots on the shirt just because there were guys out there. Oh no, it was the raffles. We did the raffles. I didn't sell any raffle tickets this year, and they went out and they sold a bunch of them. The guys just sold them all. It was great.
Wow, that's awesome.
You know? Good, yeah,
But,
you got to have a team. You got to have a team with people.
Yep.
People that know what they're doing. Yeah.
And a side note for you, Johnny, just to make a little bit more lighter. Sideshow, I love the shirt.
Yeah.
Louis is going to probably be pissed off. What the hell?
Well, Sideshow was on the cruise with me. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
I wore this for a specific reason to show you how tight it is, because you gave me an extra large, and I feel like I'm wearing one of my kids' shirts.
Yeah, me too. And the one thing I think with those shirts is those are the shirts. You know, like some shirts they tell you to wash first before wearing.
Right.
I think that's one of those shirts. Yeah.
No, I got to tell you, these are good shirts we got.
No, they're good shirts.
Yeah, they're great shirts. I don't know what you're talking about because I washed mine. I put it on, and I still feel like I'm swimming in the damn thing.
Huh?
Oh, really? You just lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like
you
I'm
know
wearing
what?
a condom.
Me and Sideshow go on the cruise every year with the High Seas Rally. So he was on the High Seas Rally. I'm looking forward to the High Seas Rally this year. On Sideshow, we're going to have a blast going on the Margaritaville, leaving out of Tampa. And where we go? I know we're going to Belize City. We're going to Costa Mesa, Costa Maya,
Yeah.
and Honduras.
You know, the High Seas Rally changed ships this year, from the Royal Caribbean to Margaritaville. It's the Island Ear. That's going to be a great ship.
It's going to be great.
And what I like about it, and some people aren't too happy about it, is that we're splitting the ship, but that means more people to raise awareness to.
That's
it means
true.
More people will see what we're doing, and maybe next year or 26 or 27, they maybe want to be part of a closed ship party as well. So the more people you can get the voices out to, the better. I think it's a good thing.
Absolutely, man.
I'll tell you something, Johnny. If I don't make the cruise this year in Sideshow, I'll also give you my order for Honduras cigars.
Oh yeah, all right. We can bring those in.
Well, they do a cigar. They do a Sideshow does a cigar, bourbon tasting on the ship, right?
Yeah, we do a sip and smoke and get everybody together, and High Seas Rally supplies a lot of the cigars, and it's a nice night up on the upper deck. They did a good job.
Give you a little hint there, Sideshow, is if you take a Maduro wrapper and dip it in some Drambuie and then light it up, it's really tasting beautifully.
Now I'm getting hungry, all right? Now you make me hungry.
Hey, I got a crown in my hand. I'm ready to go smoke a stick now.
There you go.
Let's kick it over to Bob, because Bob's got a guest on the show with us tonight. Tell us about the guest, Bob.
Okay, good. So Joe Morris owns J Moto Gallery. He's in Crown Point, Indiana. I first met Joe up in or over in Cave Creek, Arizona, at Cave Creek Bike Week,
Right.
and they make phenomenal stuff. So, like, he paints doors from old trucks and like yard art, but he also does canvas art. But he does some really cool bike art. Like, he'll do a one-off for your motorcycle, and it's unlike anything you've ever seen. It's just so special and so detailed that it's not like your typical glossy, flames and,
I know, I
different
saw
color
them.
bike. It's just something that's a piece of art, and it's just something really special. And I thought he'd be a good guest to have on so we could promote his business and
Oh, for
right.
sure.
let people know, the motorcycle community, like we've always said, it's so vast in what people do. But there's a lot of art in the motorcycle world. There's Eric Herman, there's David Mann, there's Ewell Studios. But Joe Morris, does
Motor
something
Mark.
that's
Sorry.
You guys got me on?
Yeah, we got you. So
All
Bob
right.
froze up. So let's bring you on there. What's up, Mark? How are you?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
How are you?
So-
How's it
You
going?
see me?
Yeah, I
We can
saw
see
your
you fine.
bikes.
Am I
I
pixelated or is that just me?
yeah, you're a little pixelated, but you're okay. You're doing good.
All
So talk to us. Where do you get your creative ideas from?
right. I've been an artist and creative person since I was a little kid, and I kind of do things differently as an artist brain. I, there's so many good painters out there. There's everything's been done, and there's airbrush guys that can make your dog look exactly like your dog
Yeah.
on a bike. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
pretty
there's some
cool.
really good guys out there. But like for me, I wanted to put my own stamp on it. I've been an artist my whole life, and I realized that motorcycles are also my canvas.
Wow, that is
And
beautiful.
Yeah.
good work,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, those are
I
nice looking
appreciate,
bikes.
Good stuff.
all the
I'm
kind
back.
words that Bob. I appreciate all the kind words you said, Bob. We met out at Cave Creek, Arizona, and I really like to work with guys that have stories to tell. I guess it's like,
Right.
what do you do with bikes that can be different? Like, I got a lot of military clients that really want to speak about their journey in life, but without being garish, or do something that's very artistic. And
Right.
I've always just thought that if you treat things as an artist, you're just going to find your own work, find your own style. And, just like David Mann, he had his own style.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ed Rock.
Great. I love his art. So
You
where are you
know.
from? Where are you based at?
I'm located in Crown Point, Indiana. My shop
Okay.
back here is the original service station from 1927. Super cool. It's right by where John Dillinger escaped jail, and we have a lot
Nice.
of fun with that.
Nice.
I actually have on my bathroom door Dillinger escape room, and he's holding a Tommy gun. And we have
Very
a lot
cool.
of fun here with the town. The town is very friendly to bikers. You guys were talking about rallies and charity events. They do a lot of that
Right.
around here too. So
Right.
really cool town.
Now, with your bikes, do you come up with the ideas yourself, or do people come to you and give you a little bit of an idea, and then you go from there and you make it your own? Or
Yeah, I mean, I get different clients. Some that have ideas, and some that don't know how to even think about ideas. They just like my work and then give me carte blanche. But I like to start with do's and don'ts. And what do you like about my style? What drew you to what I do? And I think
It was the orange sneakers on that one bike. All right.
what's that?
The orange sneakers on the one bike
Yeah.
you had there.
Yeah, the orange sneakers. I got my orange shirt on to represent that right now.
That's awesome.
How long does it take you to do? How long does it take one of those ones that are really detailed that we were just looking at when Johnny had the slideshow up? How long does it take to paint a full?
I work
All the
pretty, guys, I work pretty fast. I usually take about 3 to 4 weeks to get the art done. I don't want to bite. This one right here actually has a unique story to it. The guy had seen my work and loved this band called Down, and he was like, "Can you do something that's like the band Down?" It was the Phil Ensemble from Pantera and all these guys.
Wow.
Made the side band in New Orleans, and so I made the whole bike look like the inside of his recording studio. I actually
Wow.
called the photographer.
Oh, nice.
yeah, I told the photographer, I was like, hey, listen, I became friends with him on Facebook. I'm looking at all your photos that you're taking of Phil Anselmo and them recording in his studio in New Orleans. It's called the Nosferatu's Lair. And it's this barn studio. And so that first bike that had all the writing on it, and it looked like they had the Jesus on the back, like Smoking Jesus, all crazy. All the writings that were in this heavy metal barn that made all this great music. You know, I tried to make it look like the walls from inside there.
Wow.
And
Wow.
when the photographer actually said when I was done, he was like, send me photos of it when you're done. And I was like, I will. And he's like, holy shit, I'm sending these photos straight to Phil Anselmo right now.
Wow.
I was sitting on my deck and I got all excited. I cracked a beer just to kind of calm down because I'm like, holy shit, Phil Anselmo is going to be looking at the bike that I kind of did for the night that represented his studio.
That's awesome.
And I got a direct message back from him saying, holy fuck, man, this is fucking badass. You know, you sound like Phil. And I was like,
wow, that's a great feeling, man.
Greatest compliment.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's when you crack open a beer and a cigar. You kidding me?
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. And it got on the cover Baggers magazine, and that's kind of one of the
nice.
that took off. Really? So that's one that I wanted.
I would love you to paint my bike. The Motorcycle Mayhem bike would be awesome.
A bunch of Subway sandwiches.
Yeah,
no. Steaks.
Hey, I'm going to try to turn my fan down. Can you guys hear that fan that's going
No.
on? I got a pretty.
I don't hear it. No.
You sound good.
Don't hear it? Okay.
No.
All right, it's good.
No.
Never
You sound
mind.
better than most.
You're
Trust
good.
me.
Let's say hello to the Moonlight Pub that's out there.
Joey, I heard you talk about David Mann. I mean, have you done any? I know you probably don't want to copy anybody, but have you done anything similar to like David Mann? I've been looking for an artist.
He's incredible.
Not David Mann, exactly David Mann, but something in that feeling. You know, like the old Harley Davidson T-shirts, like back in the 70s and 80s. I've been looking for somebody who can draw like that.
Yeah, I do a lot of canvas work, and so, you know, you look at like the old magazines that he was in, and I was always into looking for the pieces of art in the magazine. And so I'm just trying to do my version and, you know, influenced by these guys, you know, influenced by the culture.
Absolutely.
Motorcycling isn't just enthusiasts. It's a very artistic culture. It's a very expressive, soulful thing. It's very personal. Right. And I don't ever want to copy David Mann. I don't think I you know, but like
But like a band, like with a band, you're influenced by, you know. I mean, like bands are playing, and they say, you know, who your influences, and you can sometimes when you listen to a band, right, you can hear who their influences are. I mean, I've had many bands I listened to and said, then interviewed the people, and they said, and I said, yeah, I could tell you really like Led Zeppelin, and they say, oh, Kenny, and it's like, yeah, you know, or Iron Maiden or whatever it happens to be. You can tell there's a little bit of influence in there.
Yeah.
And you know, David Mann, if you're a biker, David Mann, an artist, I mean. You know, who couldn't be influenced by David Mann?
That's right.
Yeah, and I feel like we need more of that. You know, I feel like everyone's kind of itching for grassroots art again instead of the big box store, you know, cookie cutter.
Right.
Or AI, you know, too much AI out there.
Don't even get me started. That's like that's right on the brink of like taking some of our jobs away as artists.
Absolutely.
I heard about that. Yeah,
and that kind of drives me crazy, but. You know, I guess.
I think it might affect your creativity somewhat. You know, allow people to come up maybe with some ideas for their bikes and stuff like that. But it's still not going to take away from what you actually do, what you actually put on the canvas, or what you actually put on the motorcycle. I mean,
and I mean, like you guys know, if you go to like a Sturgis rally, we're all analog people. You know, like we want things that are real. We want to be able to taste it, smell it, hear it, and talk to people. And, interact with people, and everybody has a unique story, or they're like a snowflake. And I don't think AI is like that. You can't really, be as unique as a human.
No. What's your schedule for next year, Joe?
Go ahead, Bob.
My schedule is just to try to fill up as much paint jobs as I can. This year has been a little bit tougher than most because of the election year. I'm not going to lie. It was pretty busy earlier in the summer, so right now I'm just trying to book jobs through the winter. I'm doing some crazy things with some guys that have a boat charter company in Florida. He has a motorcycle he wants me to paint, but he also charters boats, so we're going to do some designs and graphics on his boats.
Nice.
Cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. How does somebody
get out of the snow for a while?
Yeah, right. I gotta go fit.
How does somebody find you they want their bike painted, how do they get in touch with you?
They can go to J Moto Gallery on Facebook. They can also call the shop, J Moto Gallery. It's 219-323-3194. But I do check my messenger on J Moto Gallery, also Instagram at Joe Morris Art. Those are the two main pages that I check often. I've got about 20,000 followers, I think, on
Awesome.
J Moto Gallery page. But, you know, the way the algorithms work and all that crap, sometimes I feel like I'm not hitting them all. So thanks a lot, guys, for bringing me on.
Yeah, very welcome, man.
Appreciate it. You know?
Beautiful work. Beautiful
I'll definitely
work.
be in touch
You're
with you.
welcome.
Well, I'll tell you what
You-
you need to do is you also need to get out to, I'm not sure if you're familiar with our website, cyclefish.com. But we're actually one of the most popular motorcycle event websites, and it's a great way if you're looking for rallies to attend and stuff.
Yep,
also,
Bob
to find them.
actually has mentioned that. I remember Bob mentioned
Yep. But you should go out there and create yourself a profile. Profiles are free, just like they are on Facebook. You can create a business profile. You can share your artwork in galleries out there. We get hundreds of thousands of motorcyclists visit our website every month, so they'll see your stuff out there. So just go out there, just create a free business profile, and start sharing your work out there. Share some blogs. Tell us about the stuff that's coming up and what you got going on there.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yeah, that's a good idea. We'll do that.
So
All
if you're bored and you feel like making something for Motorcycle Man Radio, that would be awesome.
Hey, on that note, Johnny, did you
We got to
see
exchange
what,
all of our
Pat put
contact
in?
info.
Wait.
Go
Say
ahead.
it again. Go ahead. Say it again.
I will. Go ahead.
You.
Oh, I
Mark.
was just saying. I don't know.
If you see yourself on the camera,
We're all lost.
Just
So,
remember who invited you.
Bob.
What I was trying to-
Yeah, where is
what I was trying
Bob?
to
What
say.
happened to Bob? What
Yeah.
about Bob? There he is.
there's
There,
Bob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Bob?
I'm here.
I always see Bob I follow
Well-
him on your Facebook page all the time, and I'm jealous that he travels so much.
I know.
Probably
Me
one
too.
of the things that I'm guilty of is being stuck in the shop and not getting out enough. I got to do more festivals. We did Cave Creek Bike Week. We've done Sturgis. We've done Laconia Island. And Chicago World of Wheels is coming up, and usually I have something for that. But like last year, I kind of just got busy working and.
You gotta follow Bob, man.
Hitch a
Which is
ride
that's a good
with
thing.
Bob. Yeah, you're like me. If you're in the motorcycle business, other than Bob, whose money is the actual events. During the event season, I don't get a chance to get out to the events. I'm busy. That's my busiest time of year, promoting the events and running Cyclefish. So I'm stuck. I wish I could go to all the events that these people I know so well, and I've been promoting their events for years, and I don't get to go to any of them. I used to go to a lot more, and then Cyclefish got bigger, and I'm just a busy guy during from March through the end of September.
That's
And
the
then
downside of it all.
And then nobody has events in the wintertime. I don't know why.
It's a freeze your ass off. That's why.
That's when
You got to go to Brazil.
It's the
There you
build
go.
and tinker time. It's the time to paint and get ready for the spring shows and.
That's exactly. Yeah, you probably do the same thing. You get all your, I'm sure a lot of people come in, people that don't want to take their bike off the road for 2 or 3 weeks during the
Summer.
riding season. You get kind of busy in the wintertime when it's like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
my bike's
Well,
either going to sit in my garage or sit over at the shop and get painted. You
Yeah,
know?
I always say the sharks are in the water. They just aren't going to attack until the new year, and then that's when I start getting really busy. Like
Right.
There you
now,
go.
I'm doing some cool canvas work for a Navy SEAL client that I have in Wyoming. He's really cool.
Oh,
I
cool.
do a charity
Sweet.
work. I could show you guys if you could see it.
Yeah. Bring it up. Wow.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow, that's beautiful.
So it's
That is beautiful.
Very cool.
Wow.
Holy crap.
yeah, it's a piece for the Marines, and
I'll
they do
forgive
this
you.
big charity event. They do these hunts and everything. They take these veterans out and go on these wild, big game hunts, and I send them art. I do some art for some of their charities, and that's kind of what I'm doing right now. But probably January 2nd, 3rd, 4th is when the bike guys start saying I need my
Right.
bike done. And so I
Awesome.
just finished the Road King, but there'll be 3 or 4 bikes is what I like to have deep in here when I'm working.
Well, that's
Good for
awesome,
you.
man.
Good for you.
You do fantastic work, man.
Yep.
I hope to meet
Appreciate
you
it,
one
guys.
day and check out one of these events.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like I said, if you get bored,
We got
Yeah,
to
but
talk. Let's
Johnny-
brainstorm. You know,
You've got a really nice looking logo going on there, Johnny. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Oh, he wants.
Yeah.
He wants the whole entire bike done that way.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there
imagine
you
the whole bike.
Oh,
But you
Why
also
not?
got to remember, Johnny. It was his
Get on-
Irish Pat.
Get on the schedule.
Yeah.
yeah. Right
Irish
now,
Pat
I'm
wanted
light.
you to put
Let's
a
go
shamrock
now.
on
Let's
it.
go. Let's go. Let's get mayhem. Let's go.
Motorcycle Mayhem. We love
Yeah.
you. No.
Motorcycle mayhem is what I'm all about. I appreciate
All
you
right.
guys
Well,
a
I
lot.
lost this. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, Mark, I want to thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thanks for being on, Joe.
All right, I appreciate it, guys. You have a good night.
Anytime you want to come on, man, just let Bob know and we'll have you on.
All right.
All right.
Take
All
So,
right, don't forget to sign up on Cyclefish, and when I see you sign up out there, I'll share some of your stuff. I got a lot of people that look at, that value what I say on
Yeah,
Cyclefish.
cyclefish.com, right?
Cyclefish.com. Just create
There
your
you go.
profile, and
I'm going
once
there
I-
right now.
and may I
once
say
see
to
it,
you,
I'll push it.
may I say, because now we got a great president. Merry Christmas to you.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
God bless Trump and Merry Christmas.
All right,
Merry
brother.
Christmas, Joe.
Oh, and
Christmas.
See you, buddy.
And a Happy New Year. I probably won't
Happy
see you
New
before
Year.
New Year.
There you go. All right, man. Thanks, Joe.
All right, bye.
Wow, what an awesome guest, man. Good job, Bob.
Yeah, that
that
was
was
great.
awesome, Bob.
Yeah, a lot of great artwork.
Yeah,
Well, I'll
man.
tell you, one of the things I know is that, like I said, he was saying how he gets, in the summertime, in the wintertime. I know a lot of bike mechanics I've talked to over the years, and the downside is they're always working. Did I freeze up? They're always
No,
working.
you're okay.
They're always working in the summertime, and everybody wants everything done tomorrow or yesterday. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's a lot of bike mechanics say it just sucks because you want to go on a run, but somebody comes in and they're willing to pay you double. Sometimes they're willing to pay you double to have the bike done by Monday.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, listen, and you can't turn down the money, but now you missed all the events that you told everybody you're going to be at, and you kind of missing everything you love. So it's a trade-off.
Exactly.
Work gets in the way of a lot of shit.
Yeah, it does.
But I'm still wondering
Right.
when Bob is going to make it to Catskill Mountain Thunder.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man.
He goes to Laconia, but he goes someplace else. But he never comes to New York.
Bob, Catskills are a huge event, man. It's a big event.
It's a big one. It's getting bigger every year.
Yeah,
I think
I think you're gonna want
I
to be
think
there.
that's the same weekend.
Once
as, isn't that same weekend as Ozark?
Once
Bob?
they book Arcana Kings, I'll be there.
All right. Well,
Okay, we'll get him.
Work on it.
We gotta get Dale on.
Yeah, it is the same weekend. It's the same weekend as Lake of the Ozarks, but
Yep, that's what I
we'll see.
thought.
Never know.
And the problem with me
is
is
many years.
it's the same weekend as Indian Larry too. But
That's right. Yeah.
But I've been doing Indian
but I
Larry
think-
so many. Every year's the
I
last
think
year, they
this-
say.
This year, it's for the 2025. It's a week before.
Oh, it is. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Perfect. Because we'll definitely be up there for this one. So
And
real
side-
quick.
And real
Hey
quick,
Johnny,
I'm sorry.
can I promote one ride that we're doing?
Oh,
From the
absolutely. Hold on. Go ahead. Absolutely.
Yeah, the 99 is putting together, along with the Dene Riders and the Navajo Nation over in New Mexico for next year, 2025.
Mexico?
In New Mexico.
Oh, New Mexico. Okay.
New Mexico, in Arizona by Window Rock. From May 2nd to 4th, we're going to do a ride of awareness for the missing, murdered, and indigenous women of the Navajo Nation. We're going to go 400 miles around the nation in one day to help raise awareness. We have like I said, the Navajo Dene Riders. We got the leaders from Texas going to bring us in because they're empowering the women, and we got bikers from all over the country coming in. If you want to know more about it, just hit us up on the 99% Radio Network. We're trying to get hotels for everybody. We're trying to get some sponsors as well to benefit the ride and ease the cost on some of the people that are going to come in, and just keep looking forward to the MMIW ride of 2025ve.
Absolutely. Feel free to
Send
share
me that
that
info.
on the Motorcycle
Send me
Man
that
radio
info, John.
page.
You got it, Lucky. I will. As soon as I get as soon as we get everything in place, I want to make sure I can put out an ad with you guys as well, because that will definitely help spread the word.
That's awesome.
Well, anything that's for a charity or a benefit or a nonprofit, we work with you. We'll give you really great deals. We don't charge our full ad rates. We really try to help those people out the best we can. I'd love to give a free ad, but I was looking through. I was recapping the year. We had about 9,000 events listed throughout the year in 2025 on Cyclefish.
Nice.
Over 3,300 of those were identified as full-blown charity events. I mean, 100% charity events, and that doesn't even take into consideration that the other, 6,000 or whatever, were given partial or doing something for charity, having a raffle for charity or whatever at their event. So when you think about, if I gave a free advertisement to every single charity event, I spend my life doing them. But like you said earlier, that just makes you so proud to be part of this biker community. I mean, 3,000 charity, 100% charity events went on last year. So even if they raise, a couple $1,000s each, I mean, how much money is that going into the charities of this country? I mean, and that's just what's listed on Cyclefish.
We definitely hit the $1 billion globally.
Without a doubt,
fundraisers through the motorcycle community.
Oh, easy.
So speaking about
the one thing, I'm sorry. The one thing I was just noticing that we have this Saturday. I'm helping out, and a bunch of people are working with me and all that. We're doing the toy drive at the Blackthorn, and just I remember on Long Island. I mean, we did the toy drive at nighttime. We did a toy run during the day. But man, I'll tell you, up here, I mean, already, I mean, you can't do a toy drive up here, a toy run up here. I mean, not this time of year, man. It's like what 200 miles, Johnny? 200 miles from here to there.
Yeah.
And what a difference! It's like living in a different planet. It really is.
You ain't kidding.
What's the weather like by you, Johnny? What's it like in the city right now?
Right now, it is. It rained a little bit today. It was about 30 degrees this morning, and it got to like 42 today. But now it's windy out, so it's about 29 degrees.
Ooh.
It's chilly out there today. It is.
I'm not even going to tell you what the weather was like here today, so I'm just not going to.
I don't want to know.
It was 15 up here this morning when
There
I woke up.
I tell you all the time.
But speaking about
I'm going to tell you,
guys,
I ran my heater though, so
wait.
I'm not even going to tell you why.
I think we have to go to sponsors.
We do in a minute, but speaking about charities, man, we got this beautiful Harley Davidson Street Bomb that we are raffling off. Rocking the Road for a Cure is raffling off this beautiful. It'll be, even though that says 2024, by the time we raffle off, it will be a 2025. They're going to upgrade it for us, and it's beautiful. There's only 300 chances. $100 for a chance. Your PayPal. You can buy the ticket through PayPal. Okay, and that's your ticket. So you don't have to worry about, losing the ticket, putting it somewhere. It's part of your PayPal. So it's a 2025 Street Bomb, beautiful 114, gorgeous bike. There's 21 prizes altogether you can win. Okay, so your $100 that you put in there puts you in a raffle for 21 prizes, one of them being a motorcycle. You can win a jacket, you can win a vest, you can win all kinds of goodies that go along with biking. Okay, so it all 100% of the proceeds all goes to the Rock and Roll for a Cure. To their patients, they need wigs, a ride, medication, food, whatever it might be. Rock and Roll for a Cure is right there. If you want to just donate, go to rockandrollforacure.org and you can donate. That's what Dawn does. She does a great job with it. And, if they don't get something donated to them, she goes out and buys it and puts it in herself. So it's a great organization right there, guys. So
it is a great organization.
It is.
She works, like you said, she works hard. She puts
Very cool.
That's one of the better organized and well put on. I haven't been there personally, but I've seen the pictures. I follow them on Facebook.
Yeah.
It's a really, really well organized, well executed event up there that she puts on. So
it's gonna be fantastic.
Get out there. If you're any closer to me, get out there and get to that event.
Absolutely. And guys, check out Rocka Vodka, guys.
With all the money that you win.
Rocka Vodka is the best vodka you'll ever taste. Check out Rocka Vodka. Go to their website. Go to ROCAVAKA, rockavodka.com. You see that little map? You click on the map, see where they sell it. And they got these amazing cans too, guys. These cans are so good. They're not seltzery, they're regular drinks. Pour them over ice, you got yourself an amazing drink right there. So check out Rocka Vodka, everybody. So
All right.
we got to put it on our ads, right?
I want to see some of that, man. I want to get some of that up here, man, so we can promote it.
Yeah, we're going to get it to the Blackthorn. Plus, you guys are coming down for the party. We're having a Christmas party here. If you guys want to come in, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Anybody out there? Lucky, you want to fly in? Bob, you want to fly in? Sideshow, fly in.
I was told by Brian we're going, man. So
Yeah,
we are.
So you guys are going to be down
I
there.
need somebody to sponsor my trip. I'll wear your T-shirt and I'll head on out there.
There you go.
Yeah, me
Lucky's
too.
coming to New York.
Yeah, but
So,
Bob, you already have the shirts.
well, I gotta send some shirts
Bob
out
already
to
has the
Lucky.
shirts.
Bob
do.
needs a new one. He's got the other
Yeah,
ones. I gotta send you the
I
other
need
ones
one. I
too.
need one. I'll send you my address. But seriously, Johnny, I'm thinking about heading out to New York maybe this spring, so we can maybe finally meet in person.
Absolutely, man.
I've
Let
got
me
some
know.
relatives out in the New Jersey, New York area that are getting a little old here, and I'm starting to worry that
Yeah.
I want to make sure I do get to visit them. I
Do
haven't
it
seen them
now.
in
Imagine I meet you, Ron, and you're like 4'3".
What's wrong with that? I'm only 2'7".
And you are too, just around.
Oh, damn!
Bob, what a big
Wow!
Bob coming in.
Wow!
Right out of left field, Bob comes in.
Wow!
I would throw my weight in, but I lost it all.
You lost a lot
Yeah.
of weight. Brian was a fat fuck like me, but he lost a lot of weight. And I will be losing it too real soon. You watch.
I found it for
Well,
him
good for you.
though. I found Brian's weight. I'm a good brother. I went out and found his weight.
Nice, good brother.
All right,
I'm keeping it safe
all right,
for him.
Johnny, you and I'll do it together. We'll have a little contest here. See,
Oh, you got it.
all right, let's go for it. We'll
right.
send each other off the air. We'll send each other our goals, and we'll see who hits it first.
Okay. I'm down. I'm down with that. So anyway, guys, it was a great
Throw
show
down the
tonight, man.
gauntlet.
What's
Well,
that?
A really good show. It was like a good vibe. Like last week's show was kind of like blah, but it was a good show. But it was mostly us talking.
Yeah.
In the wintertime, I think in the wintertime we really got to focus on having at least 2 guests. I think that's a really good idea.
And we had an echo.
We were a little
too.
lost last week. Yeah.
Yeah, last week just that echo was horrible.
That echo was
You
bad.
couldn't think right. You couldn't think right.
I think I'm gonna start
And I
doing the
have
show
to
from
say
here.
one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you should. But the one thing is, I gotta say, it's Sideshow. It's all your damn fault.
Oh, when you're drinking, hey, cheers, brother.
Yeah. It's this is birthday cake whiskey.
Wow.
Oh,
Whoa!
Hey, don't get jealous, guys. But I got
That tastes good, man. That sounds
quick
good.
check coffee.
There you go.
have you tried
I tell
that?
you-
Have you tried that peanut butter whiskey?
I
have.
haven't. I heard about that. I heard about
Not
that. It
bad.
sounds really good.
Hey, you guys,
Let me
been
tell
It
you,
is actually
back in the day when I used to do my old radio show, man, I did it at my old clubhouse, and we had a full bar in there. And let me tell you, I mean, it was like every week I do the show, and then afterwards there was a huge party afterwards. I mean, there were like 20,
nice.
30 people there, and every week it was like I get to work late on Thursdays, but I tell you,
So I got to tell you guys a story.
It's kind of like you get
Before we wrap it
right
up.
now.
Let me tell you the story before we wrap it up. So Thanksgiving, we went to Dawn's aunt's house. She only lives right around the corner. So basically, she cooked a nice ham, and I made my appetizer. I got these 3 appetizers I like to make: the bacon rolls, mini meatballs, and these spinach bites, which are really good. So she made a ham. I made those things. So we packed up the like a little kid's cart that you give a kid, and we rolled it around the corner. Huge hit. The ham was great. Appetizers were great. So now we get back home to the house here, and we're gonna go to my daughter's house on Friday. So my daughter's like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna make some appetizers," and Dawn's like, "No. I'm making a ham again. We're bringing over dinner." So Dawn makes a ham. She makes the string bean casserole. Awesome. All right, we got stuffing from her mother. We had 3 kinds of stuffing. We had the Greek stuffing, we had the sausage stuffing, and cornbread stuffing. All 3 knocked out of the park. It was amazing. So what happens is, what was that? So what happens is,
That was me.
so Dawn's preparing everything here and blah 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 blah, and she goes, "I'm going to take a shower." She goes, "Set your clock for 10 minutes from now, and you take the meatballs for your daughter's house out of the oven.
Oh.
Then you wait 10 more minutes. You take all meatballs because she made meatballs for us for the week. All right, and then you check the string bean casserole, and then after that, 10 minutes later, you take the ham out, right?
Oh,
So
no.
my phone goes off 10 minutes. I take out the meatballs. Then I wait, and of course I had to try a couple. They were amazing. And then I go to get the other meatballs out, right? And I open up the string bean casserole, and as you know, smoke is coming out. Smoke. And it's pouring out. I'm like, what? Where's the smoke coming from? So I take that out. I take the ham out. And I open the stove. Smoke is pouring out of the stove. I'm like, all of a sudden the alarm goes off in the house. Now, when the fire alarm goes off in the house, it's connected to the fire department. Okay?
No.
Now, this is like 3 times I cooked here, 3 times the firemen come. Okay? So now Dawn is watching a video in the shower about a band on a cruise ship, about a bad experience on a cruise ship, and all the alarms are going off on the boat. Meanwhile, the house alarm is ringing, and she don't even realize it's the house alarm. Now, all of a sudden, smoke is rising upstairs. I'm freaking out. I don't know how to stop the smoke. Nothing's on fire. All of a sudden, she comes flying out. What the fuck is going on down there? I said, I don't know. I did everything you told me, right? And the phone rings. I said to her, is the fire department coming? She says, I told them not to. All of a sudden, we hear him. There we go. In the background, we hear the fire department coming. Sure as shit, they pull up to the house. I walk outside. I'm waiting for them to come out of the truck. And a little boy who lives next door goes, your house stinks. I go, hey, I'm making meatballs, all right? So then the fire department shows up. The guy's like, hey, John, because he knows me by name now. And he's like, I'm making meatballs, guys. I'm sorry. Everything's okay. But it was just a funny story. Like, she's like, just do this. I'm going in the shower. Next thing you know, the fire department's here. It was a crazy thing. But anyway,
Nice job.
Look at Brian Drake, man. You go, man. You go.
I knew when you went through that list, that was too many things for her to tell you to do.
Too many things for me to do.
Yeah.
Too many buttons
For
to
you
press.
to manage.
You're able to see something bad happening.
Yeah, you ain't kidding, man. You ain't kidding.
Hey, you know when Johnny's cooking, the house is on fire.
We're gonna have a smokeless dinner tonight. I promise. I don't think.
What are you having? Sandwiches?
Yeah. Hey, man. I want to thank Sideshow for coming on the show with us tonight, man.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Let's see more of you on here.
Hey, well, I'm gonna give you a quick plug for next week's show. That me and you are gonna team up on later on down the line.
Okay.
I spoke with Mary Wickerman. I don't know if she reached out to you yet. The Gabby Petito story is coming out, and we're going to raise awareness for domestic violence. I got Gabby Petito and her family coming. Gabby Petito's family coming on. You guys remember, if you're from Long Island, you remember this was a tragic story of this.
Where's Gabby?
Who went missing, and it turned out her boyfriend murdered her. So we're going to help her and the Gabby Petito Foundation, which is right in your backyard, raise awareness and help out that family a little bit. That's going to start next week, and then she's going to be on your show whenever you can get her scheduled. So,
right. Excellent.
So a joint effort to help raise awareness for that family.
Absolutely, great. Man. And when she's ready to come on, we'll bring her on, man. It'll be awesome. So, so I want to thank you again for coming on Sideshow. Remember, guys, check out the 99% Radio Network. They're on Wednesdays.
Thank you, Sideshow.
Thank you, brothers.
They're on Wednesdays. When you're on, 5 to 7? Is that when you're on?
3 to 5. 3 to 5.
3 to 5.
4 to 6 your time. 4 to 6 your time.
4 to 6 New York. 3 to 5 outside of New York, down in Texas.
And 1 to 3 Lucky's time.
Breakfast time for me. Yeah.
Okay. Jesus.
When Lucky's finally waking up.
No. All right, guys. Well, let's say goodnight.
All right,
I want to thank everybody out there for watching tonight. Share the show. We're here for you guys, man. Go to cyclefish.com. Check out all the events that are going on. Right? Check out 99% Network. Definitely go check out Bob when you're at an event. Let's play Bob's commercial quick. What do you think, Bob?
Oh, yeah.
Check this out, guys.
Okay.
Hear the shots fire 1, 2, 3. Look in my eyes, there's nothing left to see. I'm going closer, closer. Are you ready? Shot like a switchblade, clear in my head. I'm getting jacked on the words that were said. Every
Optic Armor, guys. Nice. You can go even get them online. OpticArmor.com, right, Bob?
There you go.
Awesome stuff.
Share that
Bob's
with
sunglasses.
Hey, Bob, share that with
I
me,
just want to
somehow, and I'll play it next week on our show as well.
You got it. That sounds great, man.
Okay, I'll do that. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Bob can't share it with you.
Hey, I just want to thank our guests. Right? Okay, share it with him. So hey guys, I just want to thank Sideshow and for being on. I want to thank Joe Morris from Moto Gallery for being on. He's done some great work. I've known him for a couple of years, and I followed him, and just like sharing those type of things for what we do out here. Also, this weekend in Mountain Grove, Missouri, is the Alex Noble Memorial Tour Run. Ethan, one of our vendor spotlights from South Cycle, his late father passed away a couple of years ago, about a year and a half ago, I think. So he does a toy run. It's their second annual. So if you're in the Missouri Mountain Grove area, check out that. So I just want to thank everybody, guys. It's a great year. I'm getting the trailer all wrapped up, making some upgrades, so I'm better prepared out there on the road, so I have more time for the show and more time for, the vendor spotlight stuff we're trying to do. We're going to have some more guests next weekend. I got a couple other potentials lined up, so we'll just keep those coming. And I thank you guys for everything. Last week, Thanksgiving reminded me of a lot of things that I'm thankful for, and we look forward to the Christmas holiday coming up and why that holiday is so special to us all. And I'm getting my schedule started finally now. I'm getting a couple dates lined out, so looks like I'll be going back to Arizona. So lucky you can buzz down there and catch me there. But anyway, thanks everybody. Good night,
Good night, Lucky.
Good night, Bob.
All right, good night, Bob.
We're losing Bob. Anyway,
night, guys.
I want to thank everybody out there for watching tonight. Share the show. Share. Because this show is all over the country. Now we got Sideshow out there in Texas. Tonight we got me in New York. Brian and LJ are both upstate New York. We got Lucky in California. We got Bob that's pretty much everywhere. But right now he's in Indiana. So thank you for watching the show, boys and girls. And we'll see you next week.
All right.
Right here. Right now.
Good night, all.
We out of here. Goodbye. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.